Put a shout out right now for www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com. Pick up the phone and call them right now at 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347. There's always a risk, of course, of investment. There's no guarantee of any kind. But the folks at Noble Gold, hey, here's what they're saying. Investing feels overwhelmingly right for right now, doesn't it? I mean, it's so complicated, so many decisions. But leaving your money in the bank, that's not that great. It's losing value every single day. So if it's stressing you out, driving you nuts, why not invest smarter with Noble Gold Investment? Go to www.pastorpaulgold.com. Precious metals are simple and they're real. They're tangible. There isn't a company on the stock market that was around 2,000 years ago, but gold was. That's right, gold, a biblical currency. It's always been there through wars, through disasters, through turmoil, through storms, through apocalyptic events. Are you serious? It's reliable, it's dependable, it's authentic. That's why you can't go wrong with gold. Precious metals, they've always had your back. Matter of fact, Noble Gold Investment, well, here's what they're doing. They're giving away this 1/4 of an ounce pure gold coin, gold standard coin, 1/4 of an ounce for everyone that qualifies for an IRA or a rollover, a 401k. You can get dedicated professionals assigned to you immediately. Go there now at pastorpaulgold.com or pick up the phone and call them at 877-646-5347. Tell them Pastor Paul Begley sent you there. All right.
Israel appears poised to launch a military offensive to seize the last remaining Hamas stronghold in Gaza. The Israeli Defense Ministry has acquired 40,000 tents, signaling preparations for potential evacuation of civilians from Rafah, where over 1 million Palestinians are located. Satellite images show new tent encampments near Khan Yunis, though it's unclear if they're linked to the impending operation. Israel has mobilized 2 reserve brigades, while Egypt is also setting up campsites and reinforcing its border security, the Wall Street Journal has reported. The operation, which could last up to 6 weeks, aims to minimize civilian casualties by relocating people to humanitarian zones with essential services. The United States has cautioned against actions that could result in significant civilian harm, delaying the start of the operation. Israel plans to coordinate with Egypt, the United States, and other Arab countries, potentially involving Palestinian Authority forces in managing security near the border.
The world is experiencing an alarming series of apocalyptic events. Historic weather disasters, earthquakes, droughts, wildfires, impending economic collapse, the rise of AI. In Revelation 9/11, Pastor Paul Begley and Pulitzer-nominated journalist Troy Anderson investigate if these are the true signs of the end times. Is this the final meeting of current events and prophecy referred to in the Bible? Revelation 9/11. Order it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Target.com.
FBI Director Christopher Wray stated that the agency is collaborating with colleges and universities to alert them about potential violence amid a surge of protests surrounding the Israel-Hamas conflict on campuses nationwide. While the FBI does not directly monitor college protests, Wray mentioned that they are furnishing information to schools upon identifying potential threats. The Bureau aims to proactively work with local law enforcement and campus authorities to prevent any violence. Recent large-scale protests erupted at various colleges, notably at Columbia University, where over 100 students were arrested, sparking discussions on political platforms. Speakers, including politicians like Speaker Mike Johnson, a Republican from Louisiana, have engaged with students amid accusations of anti-Semitism and alleged threats of violence, The Hill has reported. At Columbia, students have occupied the campus, protesting against the Biden administration's handling of the conflict, advocating for a ceasefire and urging Congress to halt military aid to Israel. Additionally, they demand divestment from Israeli-affiliated companies and increased financial transparency. Although clashes with police occurred at New York University, resulting in arrest, violence had not been reported at other campus protests related to the conflict. Columbia protesters refute claims of anti-Semitism, highlighting the diverse participation, including Jewish students who held a Passover Seder as part of the protests. Protesters rallied outside Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's residence during the Passover holiday, condemning his handling of the hostage crisis involving Israelis held by Palestinian militants since October. The demonstration saw hundreds of participants expressing frustration over the fate of the captives. Israeli authorities confirmed 129 individuals are still being detained, with 34 believed to have died in captivity. The hostage situation has cast a somber shadow over Passover, a commemoration of Jewish liberation from slavery in Egypt. Among the demonstrators were relatives of the hostages who voiced anguish and disappointment over Netanyahu's leadership, Barron's reported. Symbolically, they set fire to a Passover table, typically a centerpiece for the holiday's ritual meal, known as a Seder. The act was a gesture representing the absence of the captive loved ones during the festivities. Despite the criticism, Netanyahu reassured the public of his administration's unwavering commitment to retrieving the hostages. In a statement coinciding with the start of Passover, he pledged increased military and diplomatic endeavors to secure their freedom. However, skepticism persists among protesters, who remain skeptical of Netanyahu's ability to resolve the crisis effectively.